Back on the Chamber Report, time now for our monthly visit with Tony Sofio. Tonio works at Village Bank, but he also works for us. Well, we don't pay him, but he is chairperson of the Board of Directors of the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce. It's a one-year term. Some might say sentence. In this case, I'm hoping he'll say it's a one-year term. Tony, how the heck are you?
I'm doing great, Pete. How about yourself?
I am good. Summer is here.
Correct.
How are things at the Sofio household?
Busy. Between my daughter working her part-time job, she's not working full-time. My son's doing basketball camp and strength and speed. We're trying to plan our family vacation for the summertime, and much like everybody else, trying to get your grass cut and take care of that.
Yeah.
But with the way the rain's going, you know what? It's kind of tough to do.
Exactly. So hot and heavy into summer. Good to hear the family's doing well.
Yes.
Let's talk about a few things, and we got quite a few, but we had a blast at Chamber Night with the Twins. Second night we've done that. We did that back on May 8th. I know that you've been to both of them. You and your son were there
Correct.
again. We had a fun night with over 50 Chamber people there.
Yes. You know, it was a fun event. The first year we did it, I thought it was a great turnout. Second year has been great too as well. It's something fun to do for the members, just to kind of go out and let loose in a sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's not referral based. You don't have to show up in a suit, which, you know, people were actually shocked they didn't recognize who I was because I wasn't wearing mine. Well, it's a baseball game.
Exactly.
You're supposed to let loose and have fun. You know, the evening was great. There was no rain. I mean, it was, it's a fun event, and if everybody would take the opportunity to take advantage of it, I suggest to do it. You know, plus being on a weekday, it's not as busy if it was on a weekend.
Yeah,
either,
and
so.
you know, it's some good camaraderie. I mean, you know, and you don't want to wear that suit in case some of the mustard from that brat, you know, kind of
Right.
might fall out a little bit. Which who knew that the Sofios were so into the jalapenos on the brats? But it was a fun night. We had some giveaways, and it was just a chance for everybody to get out there, cheer. Hey, Lewis hit a homer, and we won the game. Life is good.
Correct.
No
Better
doubt.
again, another one of those benefits that the Chamber has to offer for our members.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I mentioned it earlier, the 25th Anoka area, well, actually the Anoka Riverfest and Craft Fair, not area, but Anoka Riverfest and Craft Fair. Again, depending on when you're watching, July 13th. And Tony, in the past you have helped, and you're going to be there bright and early, and I mean, sun ain't up for a couple hours when you show up. But what a great day for not only Anoka, but the region.
yeah, you know, it's one of the events that I always look forward to. I've been a part of it for probably about the past 3 years as a, not only as a volunteer, but also as, I suppose to say, like a sponsor, or at least having a booth. And it's probably one of the premier things I've seen in the region in a long time. Even last year when we were helping out with the vendors trying to find their spots, I had multiple people tell me how well it's ran, so kudos to you, Pete, too, as well for doing that.
Thank you.
But the turnout is phenomenal, and I think it's great for downtown Anoka, especially all the businesses down there. So if you are attending, stop by and check each and every one out, even if it's in a block or 2 block radius. There's some great businesses down there that you should really check out.
You know, and here's kind of the mentality of why this thing started. Well, 26 years ago, there was discussion about the potential of doing something to try to pull people to the region. And so the Chamber Board of Directors said, yeah, let's do it. And let's dust off the streets in Anoka and in all of our member communities and invite the metropolitan area and beyond to come to our region with the hopes that they come, they find out we're not next to Brainerd, the trip was pretty easy, and that they come back sometime in the next 364 days. And by the way, when they're coming, maybe they pit stop in Coon Rapids and grab a burger, or they gas up in Champlin, or they hit a store or something in Andover. That's kind of the mentality behind it, and we will have over 30,000 people that attend this thing. It's just nuts. AnokaRiverFest.org is where you can go free to attend from 9 to 5, and again in historic downtown Anoka. Great event. Another great event, and always held in July. It's the 36th annual Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce Golf Tournament fundraiser. We'll be at Greenhaven Golf Course, teeing off at 10, get everybody wrapped up with dinner and beyond. And Tony, it's a fundraiser, so we've got everything there, from the silent auction to raffles to you name it, and a bunch of bad golf.
Correct. I probably found the later with a bad
There you
golf,
go.
so I fully admit, enjoy doing it. Not the greatest, but you know, we just like to go out and have a good time, and I think that's what everybody else does too as well. You know, whether you're a good golfer, a bad golfer, medium golfer, you just like to drive the cart, it's a good time. The people are very welcoming at each hole. There's fun events to do. Bring your business cards. It's great networking.
Yeah.
Food's great as well, and the course is very good. So I've never been disappointed. I know one year we had some rain, which kind of canceled things out, but you know what? we can't control the weather, but besides that, it was a good time.
Yeah,
So
and
very
you
well
know
put
what? We
together.
got through it, and it worked well. And the membership steps up. Tony and I were chatting before taping started. We added a batch of new event sponsorships, whole sponsorships and all that stuff. And at the time of this taping, all of them are gone except one, and that one will go. I have no fear of it. The membership they step up. And so now the big push is for our silent auction items. Anybody can bid. You could bid. Go to the Chamber website, anoka.chamber.com, if you're watching this before the 22nd, because at the 22nd at 4:30 p.m., it will end. We use a company called ClickBid, so it's safe, secure, online. You don't have to be in attendance to win. If you win, we bring everything back to the Chamber office and people come and pick up. A huge part of the fundraiser, but again, kudos and thank you to all of our golfers, all of our sponsors, all of our donators. They're phenomenal. And we have 2 title sponsors, that's brand new, and a record. We've only had one in the past. Huge kudos to First Bank Elk River, Chris Randall and crew, and then Jeff Richardson and the crew at the homestead at Anoka. Volunteers of America stepped up for us big time. So, going to do one of those the end of this month as a staff, and Turok's going to take a nap. All right, a few other things Chamber's been up to. We have put together a multi-chamber networking event for the fall. That has come together. We're going to team up with the Elk River Chamber and the Metro North Chamber to give folks a chance to do what we're supposed to do, which is give networking opportunities.
Yep, absolutely. And it's you see overlap with business owners. I mean, I see it all the time too as well. Whether you're part of any of those chambers, it's a great way to get out and meet new ones too as well. As we know, every business, you're not really defined by a territory. So it's always great to get out and meet new people on top of it. This is a great way to do it.
We've also got a big fall event coming up. It's called Big Learning Labs. We've been dealing with these folks for a while as we've been talking about an engagement that we're going to do with area high school kids this fall to bring them to this huge lab. It's a big bus that's going to park right out in front of the Chamber office, and in it kids can virtually cut a piece of wood. It's about the trades. It's about learning about the trades. I'm excited about this, Tony. We've got the high schools totally fired up. They're all going to be bringing kids, and we're going to have a big day at the Chamber office and let them learn about some options for their future.
Correct. It's a great way for all the students to really get out and see what other career options are out there.
That's okay.
Yep, sorry. But what career options are out there and available for people. It's great engagement for the community, the schools, and the kids, and the business owners.
It's a win for everybody. We're also working on a membership drive. We're hoping to have one of those coming up in Andover here in a few months. And then really kind of hitting some of the other communities. You'll hear more about that coming up. Lastly, I want to talk about the board of directors. We have 5 new people that got elected to the board. They are Joan Wood from 21st Century Bank, Robin Anderson from Anoka Dental, Tammy Went from Lexica Communications, Scott Hudson from Northeast Bank, and Nicole Rudak from BMO Ramsey. 5 new people coming onto the board. You used to be one of those newbies, and these people are important to us. Hey, a third of the board retires because their term have ended. So we've got 2/3 of the board that understand how the business that is the chamber works. But then you get a third of that board, fresh ideas, fresh brains and hearts and thoughts and minds going at it. It's a win for everybody.
It is. And it's, excuse me, it's a great way to bring in those new ideas. Over time, even if people have been on the board before or not, they still learn new things and are able to bring it in. It's a mix of people, and I think that's what makes the board, and why we were able to do what we do, because everybody brings in new ideas.
No doubt. Big business, small business, everything in between is there. All right. 2 shows left for this guy. 2 shows.
2. I'm not counting down.
Yeah. I am, because I don't want him to go, but he gets to go. He's given his time. Now, he will not leave the board. If you are chair of the board, you end up serving 1 extra year, a 4th year as past chair to be in support of the incoming chair. Is going to be Darlene Song from Oakwood Insurance. All right, we're taking a break. When we come back, you like it. We're talking fair. I think I smell a corn dog. Yes, I do.
You do.
We are going to get into our member profiles, and we'll do it right after this.